Hey everyone, Wanderbots here, and welcome to Eiyuden Chronicle Rising. It's an action RPG developed by Rabbit and Bear Studios and published by 505, who were kind enough to reach out and send me a copy of this game. So I'm gonna very quickly turn down the sound effects because meh. Change action mode. Simple, normal, interesting. Action RPGs are always really interesting from like a JRPG perspective, so I'm curious to see what this gives me. Looks like the rest of this is totally fine, and I was like looking in the settings. Don't forget my roots. Autoplay, play from the beginning? No. What's the alternative here? I guess the game just shuts off? I guess it's possible. Anyway, so this is the prequel to the actual Eiyuden Chronicle, and we'll be transferring save data over, at least to some degree, when that one comes out. I know almost nothing about it, but I don't know, I figured I'd give this a crack. Oh, been walking for a while now. CJ, a young girl descended from generations of scavengers. She has come to New Nevea to complete her family's rite of passage. I like her design. Rune barrows discovered. Wealth beyond your wildest dreams awaits you in New Nevea. All adventurers welcome. Based on what I heard at the inn yesterday, it shouldn't be too far now. Unless I'm lost.
Yeah, stop.
I love my Desperado Lizard teammate.
You help me out, will you?
What have we got here? Thieves?
Bandits, they're all over the place lately.
Looks like you can handle yourself in a fight, though.
What's that supposed to mean, huh? I'm a regular everyday trader. I often go around judging folks on how they look.
Wow, sorry. Going after helpless traders now, are we?
Clear out, girl.
Oh, and you don't even have the decency to deny it. Can't just watch a man's property get stolen, can I? Goes against my principles. Wait, she's got a pair of climbing axes for weapons. I like that. I mean, they're sickles, but they look like climbing axes. Well, come on then, cowards. I'll take you for all you're worth. I love banditry. Defeat the bandits. Extra attack, A to jump. Well, considering I'm using a PlayStation controller, this is gonna get a little confusing. Approach and attack at incoming enemies, though some fights can be avoided. Nah. Avoid nothing. So we also, okay, so she can do a shadow dash. And she might do bonus damage occasionally. Well, anyway.
Yeah, retreat.
Scoot.
Not bad at all. Better than I expected from a youngin'. Hogan's the name. You really saved my skin. I owe you one.
Hogan. Oh, he's got a dagger. For a second I thought he had a gun and I got excited. Never one to miss a trend, Hogan was quick to notice the sudden influx of adventurers in New Nevea, and even quicker to set up shop at the town's authorized trading post. Maybe not party member. CJ, Honorable Scavenger, at your service.
Honorable Scavenger? How's that work?
Well, scavenging's just treasure hunting, isn't it? Only difference between that and thieving is whether your mark is living or dead. Thieves think too highly of themselves, though. That's what my clan says, anyway.
So scavengers suit you better, huh? You're journeying to New Nevea for a treasure, then, I take it.
I sure am. What about you?
Just left, picked up some trinkets, and came out here to sell them off.
What about lenses? Do they have lenses?
Yep, plenty of them, too. I even heard of some lucky souls finding rune lenses down in the barrows.
Yes! Gotta get down there now. That humongous lens is as good as mine. Which way to the town?
Now what kind of gentleman would I be if I didn't just take you there myself? Least I can do after all.
No, I was hoping lizard teammate. I like the mix of kind of, it's like hand-painted 2D, but it's probably pixel art? I don't know. I mean, it reminds me a little bit of Gaia Online. But I actually really like the 3D mixed in. It gives it kind of a good feeling of depth. It does kind of look like it was from the PSP era, but whatever, I'll take it.
Back again already, Hogan. Wait, where are your escorts? Bolted to the first sight of bandits. Pay good money for them, too. Bandits again. Tougher bunch than last time. Somebody ought to do something soon.
Look, we're just here to guard the checkpoint, all right? You got a complaint? Take it up with the acting mayor.
Yeah.
And who's this little lady?
Her name's CJ. She's what was it, honorable scavenger, here to accept the acting mayor's generous invitation. And she's more reliable than you layabouts, that's for sure. Rather reckless adventurer, willing to risk their lives, and a child at that.
I'll take that as a compliment, thank you. There's not a single member of my clan who's got their head screwed on. Reckless fools, every one of them.
Fair enough. Acting mayor will certainly be glad to hear that. Proceed.
What? Oh wait, no. He's a full bird man. I just thought he was a weirdo with a bird mask on. Back so soon. I'm quite sure I watched you leave just a little while ago.
You won't believe what happened, Squash.
His name is Squash. Oh my god.
My word. Well, at least you're unscathed. Thanks to this young lady, no less. Madam CJ, was it?
Squash, authorized appraiser. A pleasure to meet you. Squash. Oh. A connoisseur of all that shimmers, the promise of a glimmering future drew Squash to New Navia to open his accessory shop. His discerning eye quickly earned him the role of the town's authorized appraiser. Oh, so he's not the mayor. Okay. Authorized appraiser? Indeed, it's my duty to appraise the artifacts excavated from the burrows. What for? Why, to determine their value, of course. All artifacts found in the barrows are subject to an explorer's tax of 30%. 30%?
You haven't heard the worst of it yet. If you want into the rune barrows, you're gonna need an explorer's license from the acting mayor. And that license doesn't come cheap, ain't that right, Squash?
I'm afraid so. This mayor sounds proper rapacious, if you ask me.
Yep, rapacious is the word.
Quite. Well, what's to stop me from sneaking out to the other side of the rune anyway?
Oh, I wouldn't recommend that. You get caught trying to hightail it out of here with a bag full of loot, well, you won't get very far. Mayor's hired an unsavory from the East Reach to put a stop to any thieving that might occur. So I've heard, at least.
I've seen many a crook dealt with in my day, but that mercenary is unnerving. I'm quite sure his presence is the only thing keeping those bandits from darkening our door.
Ah. How about we go see the mayor for ourselves, eh? Even a rapacious old soul can be reasoned with after all.
Ugh. I have, like, weird hiccups. Sounds like a plan. Lead the way.
Right this way. The town's just ahead.
Well then, perhaps next time we meet, you'll have handfuls of treasure for me to appraise. Until then, farewell. Yeah, unfortunately switching voices a lot is going to make me have some weird diaphragm motions. That's charming. I wonder if the full Eiyuden Chronicle is going to keep the same general look and feel.
Here it is, a flourishing new frontier and a grip of a gold rush. Welcome to New Navia.
Not much to look at, is it?
Well, I did say flourishing, didn't I? Work in progress, huh?
Is this an
earthquake? Ah, I can't stand earthquakes.
You're fine. It wasn't even that big.
But right. Anyway, earthquakes are pretty common here. Best be on your toes. Of course, it's thanks to an earthquake that we even found them barrows. Real big one about 3 months ago.
So that's what happened.
Well, best be getting back. Got a store to run, after all. Or will, eventually. Figured I'd make a buck or two by setting up a trading post for adventurers to trade their wares. Mosey on by once I've opened up.
Wait, where can I find that mayor you were talking about?
Town office is in the plaza, I suppose. Where else?
Thanks, Hogan. Stay out of trouble now.
Fingers crossed, Missy. Fingers crossed. Bye-bye.
Aw. Now then, time to track down this money-grubbing mayor. Okay, main menu, you can check your current quest progress and some other things. That's actually kind of helpful. And there's things. There's also a bulletin board for side quests. Sure. Can't do any yet. Hello. You the mayor? Excuse me, any idea where a girl might find that rapacious acting mayor I've heard so much about? That would be her. Rapacious, how rude. Oh, lighten up, wait, it's not you, is it? I'm Isha, the acting mayor of this town, yes. I should very much like to know who considers me rapacious, though. Having taken over as the acting mayor after her father went missing, Isha is responsible for the decision to open up the court to adventurers and for taxing them for the privilege. Well, that's Hogan and Squash. Then again, perhaps their taxes are due for an increase. Ouch. Sorry, guys. So, rapacious might have been a bit too much. From what I'd heard about the mayor, I was expecting some old fogey. Not a charming young woman such as yourself. How old are you, anyway? 16. What of it? Same as me. I'm CJ. Nice to meet ya. An adventurer, I presume? Never judge a book by its boots, as they say. We welcome all sorts here. CJ, initials perhaps. Prefer to keep your real name secret, is that it? Enough about me. License, that's right. I came here to get an explorer's license. An explorer's license costs 100,000 bakwa. Not a penny less. 100,000 bakwa? Are you mad, woman? Do I look like I've got that on me? I'm 16. Give me the children's fee. Like the horse carriages in the city. Do you think me as dull-witted as that? Even your horse carriages consider anyone older than 12 capable of paying full price. Huh. You know your horse carriages, I'll give you that. Fret not, we offer assistance to the financially enfeebled. Take this stamp card, collect enough stamps, and I'll issue you an explorer's license. A stamp card? The residents of New Navia post odd jobs on the bulletin board frequently. Complete a task, and that resident will stamp a card for you. I have to help her out around the town, is that it? In a nutshell, yes. Many were troubled considerably by the earthquake 3 months back. Help is in great demand and short supply. Piece of cake. Don't go anywhere, because I'll be back with my license. Back for my license before you know it. Okay, collect stamps in this card by helping the townsfolk. Essential for acquiring the license. Cool. Learn how to side quest. Bulletin board. Whoops, wrong one. Nothing much to see here. Hello, child. Give me stamp. Hello. Don't suppose you know anyone who needs any help around here? I sure do. Really? Who? Me. Oh. Look, I'd love to help you, but if it's not going to get my card stamped, I'll have to decline. Stamp? Like the ones the Mayor Isha gave everyone? I got one, look. Wow, even you kids have them. With this stamp, adventurers will perform any and all tasks you require. So use and abuse them. That's what Mayor Isha said. Patience might have been right on the money after all. Are you an adventurer too? Yep, call me CJ. What's your name? Priya. So, will you help me, CJ? Certainly will. What can I do for you today, Priya? Find Yum Yum. Yum Yum ran away from home and hasn't come back yet. Maybe having that now, can we? Is Yum Yum your little sister or brother? My cat. She's white and fluffy and cute and cuddly. Want me to track down a cat? Well, so much for treasure hunting, I suppose. I got startled by that quake earlier and jumped out the window. She's still little, so it's dangerous for her to go out by herself. She wanders outside the walls. She could be eaten by a monster. Okay. I'm just gonna actually skip some of this. Charming as it is, I kind of want to see the real gameplay and not side quests. Unfortunately, a lot of JRPGs like doing this. It's like, hey, you want to play the real game? Nope. Time to go do other things. It's like, eh. Oh, gosh. Select location. Oh, that's nice that I can warp between. I'm almost kind of reminded of, Sakio of Rice and Rune? Didn't actually play too far in that game, but there's kind of similar vibes. Anyway, let's actually skip to the point where I have things done unless something interesting happens. Wow. Okay, so this kid is an absolute shit. Maybe we have a bit more gameplay in this regard. Dude pulled on the cat's tail and more or less sent it running into the woods so it'll get eaten. What an absolute turd. There will be no cats getting gobbled on my watch. I promised Priya I'd return her treasure, and that's what I'm gonna do. Alright. There are a variety of dungeons around the town, each rich with their own unique resources ready for you to mine. Since the earthquake, monsters have been sighted in greater and greater numbers, so proceed with caution. Rad. And it looks like you can just warp here. Nope. Looks like I have to maybe walk out. Unless I have to go the other direction. Oh, you know what? I bet I do. There we go. The Great Forest. I will admit the run cycle animation is a little weird. Large, lush forest located just outside the border of New Navia. While the area is rich with food, wood, and stone, monsters have gathered here since the earthquake and have made it a dangerous place to be. But she's got like a really odd movement to her. It's like kind of low and determined. Cat, no idea. Sorry. Well, ooh, glowing blue flowers. I like it. Oh, what is it called? Again, bioluminescence. Bioluminescence is huge for me. I'm frankly constantly disappointed that bioluminescent like plants and animals aren't really a thing. I don't want to necessarily say that like I wish oops. Oh, the enemies do contact damage. That's weird. I don't want to say that like I wish Earth looked like Pandora from Avatar, but I kind of do. A cat. Small, white, fluffy, cute. Yep, must be Yum Yum. Ahem. Yum Yum. Psst, 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 psst. Who's a good kitty, eh? Nothing to be afraid of. Please don't run away. Long cat. Gotcha. Meow. What's a little angel like you doing in a place like this, eh? Let's get you back to your family, shall we? I've acquired cat. Do we just warp back? Oh, we do. I'm back, and look who I found. Not Yum Yum. Meow. Yum Yum. Cat noises. I was worried about you, dummy. Cut her some slack, yeah? She had a bit of a scare and ran off into the woods, that's all. Scare? Oh no, I'm sorry, Yum Yum. At least you're not hurt. Don't go wandering off no more, okay? With a name like Yum Yum, I'm honestly worried. Thank you so much, CJ. As promised, here's my stamp. Why, thank you. Okay, more stamps, more quests. Okay, who needs a quest now? Dad needs house got messed up with a big quake 3 months ago. Dad's been trying to fix it, never had enough wood. Alright. Yeah, I'm not gonna do all this dialogue. Okay, and now we get the residential district. Yeah, honestly, my comparison to the Rice and Ruin game kind of grows. Obviously, we don't have to be planting any rice, but and maybe not as much farming, but it definitely has the, like, go to a battle location, fight things, fight monsters. Let's see, level and stats will increase, experiences gained. That's plenty more to go. I sincerely hope I don't have to fill out the entire damn card before I can go into the mine. It's fine. Busy work makes me itch when it comes to games. I'm fine with it if the game is about busy work. Let's see. But don't tantalize me with the promise of dungeons and then say, but first you must do errands. Okay, Priya's dad. Okay. Now, this guy needs wood for stamp. Okay. Wood from the great forest outside town. Okay, hopefully I can just fast travel there. I guess this is to teach me how to gather resources. I wonder how much of a crafting system this game has. I'm assuming... Yeah, axe. With this item you can cut down trees and forests and elsewhere to obtain wood. As you level up your axe, it will increase the variations of wood that you can acquire. And also a healing item. Consumable items like potions and balms are kept in your stow pack. If it's full, items will be held in your storehouse until you need them. Cool. Let's see. I'm gonna just go here. Hopefully we can unlock a bunch of things that let me fast travel between. Because ideally I'd like to... Yeah, there we go. Because now we can just warp back here and save myself a ton of time. Onwards, what is this? Once enemies have been slain and resources gathered, they won't be available again until you leave the dungeon. Ah, so just reset things. Resource bag. Bag designed to store resources. Once it's full, you won't be able to gather any more. Yeah, so it looks like there is going to be a decent amount of busy work, which frankly I'm kind of fine with. It's just presentation. I don't know, I just wish I had access to the dungeon sooner than later. It looks like the weird pumpkin slimes are... There we go. Flying enemies can be found inside dungeons. You can do a jumping attack. Well, that freaking died. Let me also get some lumber for it. Well, why not? And yeah, the trees that I can hack down. Oh, should really get what I need and go back. Well, I guess we have what we need. Oh, is there no way that I can just leave? I guess not. Dang. It's one of those where I kind of wish the game would just let me explore, gather a bunch of resources, and then come back and be like, oh, you need some lumber. That's okay. I got plenty of lumber. Oh, you need your cat. Don't worry. I already found it. Like, there's nothing more satisfying in an RPG where a character's like, I need so-and-so, and I'm like, boy, I'm way ahead of you. What have I been playing recently that had that? Oh, not exactly in the same vein. I was playing Citizen Sleeper. Oh, I can save here. And it looks like the forest gets deep enough that you actually can fast travel with a signpost. That's kind of neat. But I was playing Citizen Sleeper and they're like, now we need some mushrooms. And it's like, hey, I've got like 50 because I've been farming them like a madman for... I mean, there are very good reasons to farm mushrooms in that game. But it was just kind of one of those where it's like super handy for me to just like unload mushrooms on NPCs whenever they needed them. Didn't happen that often, but it was very satisfying all the same. Got what you need. Here's your wood. Sweet wood! Okay. Anyway. There's a stamp. Who's next? I just wish I could pick up multiple quests simultaneously and do them simultaneously as well. Okay. Oh, got anywhere to stay. Let's go look for the inn. There's no inn. But then where do all the adventurers stay? Pitch tents down by Outlander Lake. Tents? Of course, I doubt there's any safe space for another one down there now. Adventurers have been pouring in for the last few months, all looking to strike it rich. Sleeping on the streets and didn't expect that. It's all the same to you. A little house you could borrow. Wow. Everybody else gets to live on the streets, but we're apparently just cute enough that we get our own house. Last tenant just left. Nothing fancy, but it beats sleeping rough, I'd wager. I don't have any money. Saw to it that Priya and me have a roof over our heads. Least I can do is offer the same in kind. No need for money. Really? Here, take the key. It's just down the hill. Have a look when you have the time. Thank you. I almost kind of wish that you did have to pay rent and some other things, though. I don't want to say, like... I mean... I don't want to say that I need more of that in my life, but I really want more games that, like, kind of try and simulate, like, hey, this is a character that is, like, a junior adventurer trying to make it in the world. How are the lodgings, then? Think they'll do? Of course, but is it really okay for me to stay here for free? Said as much, didn't I? Man's only as good as his word. If you don't mind, though, I'd appreciate it if you could help my father like you helped us. Your father, Surprise grandfather. I'm happy to help, but with what? Repairing the clock tower. Clock tower? You might have noticed a fallen pillar of rubble in the plaza. That used to be our town's symbolic clock tower. I tried telling my father that we just don't have the materials to fix it, but do you think he'd listen? Say no more, you need help, I need stamps. That's all there is to it. Thanks. Also word to the wise, my father can be blunt, to put it lightly. Don't doubt he'll put his foot in his mouth at some stage, but I'd appreciate it if you would ignore him. Cool. Gotta go find an old man named Shiva in the center of town. Let's do it. Okay. Can recover strength here. Save your progress at the base or any signpost. So on and so forth. But like, I kind of want to play kind of a weird mixture between Rune Factory, Persona, and I don't know, some kind of hack and slash JRPG of whatever variety. You know, you're not the hero, you're just somebody delving into the dungeons for resources and whatnot. And like, you have to pay rent and you're helping build the town up and you've got various things going on that people care about. I just noticed that the stamps are not uniform. They're going to be randomly rotated. That's going to drive me mad. Clock tower. As if we haven't had it bad enough already. Excuse me, are you Priya's grandpa by any chance? Huh?
And if I am, what's it to a money-hungry outlander,
I heard you could use a hand restoring this clock tower to its former glory.
Me? A hand? Oh, I see. Think you can line your pockets by taking advantage of an elderly gentleman, is that it? Well, you won't pull the wool over my eyes. Away with you.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not at all. Pre's dad asked me to help you out.
That useless old sod been flapping his gums to outlanders now, has he?
I kind of hate this whole, like, hating the outlanders thing. I get it. Like, they're probably a nuisance. And if the outlanders had been the ones to wreck the clock tower, I'd understand it. But it seems to me that this town's economy is kind of linchpinned on having these outlanders come in and delve the dungeon and then pay a hefty fee, which I'm assuming keeps the town afloat to some degree. And then you have all these people here just being like, stupid outlanders, go away. Let us waste away in peace. And it's just like, what are you doing? I understand it, but it's still kind of like weird ultimate NIMBYism where they're trying to just destroy themselves for no goddamn reason, just because the narrative demands that everybody hates outlanders here.
Stay out of this,
I mean, it doesn't even, I don't know. It's been here for 150 years. It's super important.
Odin of Airs, the town our ancestors came upon.
Abandoned. Oh, I see. So yeah, there was an old town and then they rebuilt it. And then just like kind of didn't. It's very strange. They kind of imply that this town got built up, but it's little more than a shanty town to begin with. Okay. Yeah, go get a great tree bough from the biggest tree in the great forest. Off you go then. Let's see. Go get a bough from the biggest tree. All the way in. Well, it's fine. I just kind of, I don't know. Oh, interesting. The map's actually kind of Metroidvania-ish. I like that. Anyway, back to the Great Forest. I still feel like I could have grabbed a lot of these simultaneously. You know, if Priya was just like, hey, you know, I got like 3 stamps for you if you find our cat, get me some wood, and also my granddad needs like a bow. It's not bad, it's just kind of one of those where I've been playing a lot of roguelikes recently, and they're making me impatient when it comes to like game design and whatnot. You know, I really, really appreciate games that just let you get in and mess around with it quickly. And I do appreciate that we've been back here a couple of times, but I never like the whole like, oh, but you can only go 1 screen in, then 2 screens in, and then 3 screens in. Okay. It doesn't look like I can do an aerial attack combo yet, maybe. I do like the various resources I'm finding. Yep, nope. Ow. Contact damage. My least favorite thing. Well, at least we're leveling quick. There we go. And now I just one-shot the gargoyles. Solves problems. Can I get anything on the mushrooms? Nope. I think the environments look like decently nice here. Ow. I am going to take more damage in the early part of this game just by running my face into enemies compared to actually them hitting me. I don't know. I hate contact damage. It's never been my favorite. Signposts can be found at key points in the dungeons. Information on where you are. You can also fast travel other places and save, which is kind of useful. Let's see. It doesn't really matter. There we go. Them ranged attacks. Rude. There's also that lower route, which I should probably take a look at. Oh, looks like there might actually be a couple of lower routes. Well, Honestly, seeing as I can just freely explore at this point, I'm just gonna kind of do whatever. Never mind, can't go that way. Is there another route back over here? There might be, but that seems like pretty hefty backtrack. I'll do it later. If I do more of this, I don't know. It seems charming, but well, I mean, it seems charming. It definitely is charming. I like the environments. I like the lighting, too. It's just one of those, just like, but I want to see the dungeon. But hello. You're a dude. Looking for something? You an adventurer, too? Here for the treasure?
Sure, why not?
What's that, then? Looks important.
That's just a rock.
Doesn't look like an ordinary rock, though. He's a kangaroo man. I know that's supposed to be like a belt pouch or a fanny pack or whatever, but it looks like just the most like elaborate codpiece. Wait, you haven't seen a big huge tree in your travels, have you?
Nah.
I guess it's further in then. Thanks anyway.
Hold it, princess.
Huh? What?
Forest is crawling with monsters today. You go any deeper and you might not come back out.
Don't care. Monsters? What kind of scavenger would I be if I let that put me off? Break it, take it. Let's just wail on this thing. Oh, cool. You can hit the nuts out of the air. That's appreciated. I wish I could gather from the mushrooms. Feels like at some point I'm going to gain the ability to gather from the mushrooms. It's gonna be like, man, you should have been gathering mushrooms this entire time. And it'll be like, nope. Too bad. Oh, grab the wood. I'm quite curious of what we're going to be using all this for. Because, like, it would actually be really cool to, actually fast travel back. Might as well clear my bag out just a smidge. Oh, cool. Because, yeah, I can just, I can warp back to and from. Though, in retrospect, this is the great tree here, isn't it? Oh, well. Yep, this must be the one, all right. Well, that looks like a boss fight. Huh, which branch looks best, huh? What the? Well, we got a boss fight. Oh, and I haven't healed, have I? Jesus Christ, that old man is trying to kill us. Boss battles. A menacing boss lies in wait deep inside each dungeon. Once they've been defeated, defeating them is your only means of escape. Watch closely and attack when the enemies reveal their weak point to deal major damage. Some enemies, such as bosses, are protected by a shield. Until you've broken the shield, the enemy will take no damage. Okay. Stowpack is used to carry items such as healing potions and herbs. Okay. Well, fair enough. Ooh. Okay. So he's got just big worm. I don't know if we can bash into those. Is it worm time? It's worm time. Nope. Tried that. Didn't work. Let's see. Stowpack. That's an equipment. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Stowpack. Guess I should be closer during that section, but oh well. Okay. The thing is, breaking its shield is kind of... Oh, I see. No, breaking its shield is what brings out the bug. Well, got it. Hurt a bit, but whatever. A valuable rune fragments, a valuable material necessary for the development of rune lenses. Some resources can serve as catalysts to create a variety of runes when combined with this material. Some items are more valuable than others. When you find it valuable on your travels, you won't be able to throw it away, but it won't take up space in your bag. Handy. What else do we have around here? Big rock and a treasure chest that I can't do anything with. Shame. It's fine. I mean, combat's not bad. But once again, I am forever spoiled by roguelikes. There's always that feeling of like, yeah, I have played better combat systems, but I've also played like a lot worse. Action RPGs are always kind of a wonky thing. Let's see. We want to just go to, actually, the plaza. No, I'm thinking about it. Hello, old man that just sends us off to die. I'm back. Let me see. Yes, this'll do. No doubt about it. Great tree bough. Could have warned me, you know. About the scary monster tree that attacked me as soon as it saw me. Excuse me? The tree fiend. Would have been nice to know in advance, that's all. I'm lucky it didn't pick branches off of me. Tree fiend? Impossible. The sorcerer, I warned them, I warned all of them. You alright, old man? Got a moment, not interrupting something, are we? Shiva, could you spare a few minutes? The rapacious, rather brilliant acting mayor. What was that? Nothing at all. Excuse me. Shiva, this is Gokto of Outlander Lane. I believe you've already met, but allow me to formally introduce you all the same. The smell of gold and promise of fortune drew the sagacious Gokto to Nunavea, where it quickly became the representative for the merchants and adventurers of Outlander Lane. I see. What brings you both here? I've got nothing to say to either of you. Shiva, I know you and I don't see eye to eye on the Barrows. Still, I expect you to abide by my decisions. As such, I must ask that you and the other objectors stop causing trouble in Outsider Lane. The stamp card system is going a long way towards building trust between us and the Outlanders. Trust? You don't even know the meaning of the word. If you had an ounce of sense in your head, you'd chase every last venturer out before it's too late. Let's all try to be calm, shall we? What exactly are you talking about? Too late for what? The evil sorcerer's curse. He's in the Barrows, I tell you. He who suffered the wrath of the gods themselves. He was sealed for a reason. Mark my words, break that seal and it won't just be fiends that you'll be up against. It'll be much, much worse than that. Now this sounds like an adventure. You can't put so much stock in those old fables, Shiva. Fables, eh? So I suppose that expedition that went in were fabled to death, were they? You want our children to go through that too? The town's on the verge of collapsing. Mining is beneficial for our people and essential to Nunavea's continued existence. Exactly. What of your precious clock tower? Surely you could use some strapping young adventurers to help rebuild it. Isn't that right, young lady? Huh? Me? Oh, yeah, that was the plan. Sure. See, honestly, Shiva, you embarrass yourself. I've got countless young folk who tell me every day just how hard they slave away for the good of this town and its residents. How long do you intend to hold out? Think of the effect it'll have on your family's reputation. Ah, fine, please yourselves. Pay no mind to stubborn old men like me. Wait, my stamp. Oh, give me the card. Tears it in half. No. Well, that's that. Now where? It's so jumbled. Cost of good manners. Isha in the plaza. Oh, here we go. How goes the stamp collecting, CJ? Not bad, actually. It seems someone told the townsfolk to use and abuse adventurers, so they kept me busy. They've had me catching cats, cutting trees, a particularly problematic tree in one case. So yeah, not bad. A problematic tree? What do you mean? Elaborate. A tree turned fiend. I shall have to warn the townsfolk to stay away from the woods. Oh, Hogan wasn't exaggerating about your strength, I see. Yeah, well, when you're out of your home at 15, you either get strong or get in the ground.
Ha! Such spirit. This girl could surely take care of that other matter, don't you think, Isha?
I suppose she could. What other matter? CJ, I would appreciate your assistance in improving relations between adventurers and the townsfolk. Oh yeah, how so?
With Outlander Lane having long since reached capacity, adventurers have begun squatting in the residential district. The trespassing alone would be bad enough, but there's also been reports of fires and other shenanigans.
So Priya's grandpa may have good reason to be upset after all. Well, that's fair. Manners are easily kept with a roof over one's head and food in one's belly. Unfortunately, this town does not yet have the resources to accommodate and feed Outlanders. As such, I am sympathetic to their situation, more so than most. Gokto and I have been planning to build an inn and a tavern on Outlander Lane. The locations have already been decided, and as have the proprietors. I could ask you to gather the materials they need, CJ. An inn and a tavern, huh? You think that's all it'll take to make everyone get along?
Money for the town and merriment for the Outlanders, not to mention the promise of a bed at the end of a long day in the Barrows. More adventurers means more artifacts means more revenue, everyone wins. Townsfolk and Outlander alike. Money makes the world go round, as they say.
You're not wrong, I suppose. Must be a real pain for the acting mayor here, having them trespassers making trouble. Even troublemakers can change. Everyone deserves a chance to shine. People, not artifacts, are our most treasured resource. Trespassers, a treasured resource. I've heard it all now. You're an odd one for sure. Is there something on my face? Say no more, I'll see to it that you'll have all you need. I'm in your debt, CJ. I suggest you meet with Rajiv, Rajiv? I actually don't know. The innkeeper and Sarita, the tavern owner, right away. They'll tell you what they need. Go through that direction. I'm sure you'll find both of them around Outlander Lane as we speak. Okay, and I'm assuming nothing in the bulletin board. Okay, I'm actually starting to dig this. There's definitely a lot of clunk, and it's a little slow. You know, an hour in, we haven't even touched the main dungeon yet. We did the forest, which was kind of a cute little micro dungeon, and I know there's more to it. But, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, Outlander Lane, an isolated side street, which has been allocated to the recently arrived adventurers. As the face of Outlander Lane, and having seen to the opening of the tavern, inn, and various stores, Gokto can often be found around here. Hello. What do you need? Excuse me, is this a tavern? How many times do I have to say it? We aren't open yet. Now go on, off you go. You won't get a drop till the place is good and ready. Spare me the puns, alright? If I have to hear people of New Nevia give up one more time. You Nevia shut up, more like. Now shoo. Enough nonsense. Not even old enough to drink yet. Huh? A child? Forgive me, pet. The thirst is upon those venturers, so it is. Hungry, are you? Love to help, but... help, pet, but the cupboards are bare at the moment. Oh, no. No, thank you. Came because the acting mayor and Gokto asked me to gather materials. Oh, did they say someone would be... they did say someone would be coming to help. Wasn't expecting a skinny little thing, though. I'm just giving up on voice acting. No need to worry about me, ma'am. So what do you need? Kitchens don't come cheap. Need lumber. Things. Cool. Okay, he's down the road. Did I already have the lumber? I have no idea. Holy shit, they really messed this place up. I'm sure that'll get cleared later, but like, woof. There was an interactor on there, but I guess not. Wow. Oh, the earthquake 3 months back. That's why. Is this the inn? Welcome, welcome. It's the inn, or it will be. Okay. Gather some materials. Okay. Do you know it's been one adventure after another poking their heads in, giving me grief since I started setting up here. Okay. Can't get the resources, or can't be in two places once to get the resources. So some heavy stone. But how do without pickaxe? Oh well. Okay, so now we can just go places. Well, let's just hope we have what we need. Wrong one. I guess back to the Great Forest again? I can't think of anywhere else. Okay, if active quest can be completed nearby. Oh, hey, that's actually kind of nice. So, frankly, equal parts, I think this game actually has a lot of promise to it. I think the biggest issue right now is the combat is really clunky. I have, what, a 2-hit combo, and it is not much. Hopefully we get more interesting moves later. I definitely saw, like, a character sniping something from afar, which looked kind of neat, and I liked the idea of that camera angle. So I'm kind of curious about stuff like that. I mean, I'm certainly having an easy time of it. I don't know, sometimes it's kind of fun to just play like an easy JRPG. And I like the action combat. Maybe that's just because I've been playing too much of the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters, but turn-based stuff is a little slow. Oh cool, you can mantle. That was actually like a really nice animation. Animation or sound effect? I don't know, it was satisfying. Oh, do I have to go back and grab the resources? Yep, I do. Shoot. How much other stuff have I missed? Probably a lot. My impatience is penalizing me a little bit, but whatever. It's fine. It's not like these are resources that I desperately need more of at the moment. I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll need more. I definitely wish you'd just automatically grab everything. You know, it's like, oh, you broke the box, you get everything. Oh, you killed the enemy, you get everything. There we go. Grab the resources. I wonder if I can like make potions or something. But yeah, I would adore. Oh, it's like a fight zone. Fair enough. I would adore playing a game much like this, maybe a little less preamble, and a lot more like, hey, you have to be an adventurer because otherwise you're gonna starve. And they kind of like focus that angle a bunch. I don't necessarily know if it would be that good, but I think it could be really compelling in and of itself. Okay, can't break that, that's level 5. I don't know how I'm gonna get that stone. Ow. Yeah, I could always go back and heal. But, eh. I'll make it work. Or something. Hopefully there will just be a character in here somewhere that has, like, a mining pick. Okay. There we go. Oh, right. You can heal with herbs. Resource bag. Nope, never mind. I thought I could do it. Whoa, that's a big sword. Okay. Yeah, do I get to keep it? Nope. Ogre horn, yes. Cool looking enemy. Let's see, there's the lightweight lumber. Oh, I see, I have to pick it up off the ground. I do really wish there was no contact damage in this game, though. That is 100% my least favorite game mechanic. Okay, maybe it's not my least favorite, but it's up there. In terms of, like, just kind of annoyances. Not bad, but it's just kind of like, yeah, but, you know, if the enemy's, like, super spiky, I understand. Is it? Wait, I just can refight this sucker? Alright. What? That was weird. I wasn't expecting a spider to be kind of in the mix here. Okay, well, we can kill it again. And I get another giant branch, apparently. Well, I guess that's just going to be there for me to fight as many times as I want. Yeah, hopefully the combat gets a little bit smoother and a lot more depth later on. Unfortunately, I currently have no way of telling. I'm actually getting kind of like Atelier Ryza vibes from this. Both equal parts of this slower opening, but I think that's just kind of standard for a lot of JRPGs. I see accessories and some other stuff. Resource bag quests. I'm not seeing anything that implies deeper combat. I'd probably have to take a look at the Steam page to really tell in that regard, unfortunately. Oh, right. I was going to go to Outlander Lane and turn these in. But honestly, at this point, I'm just going to actually head back to the residential district and rest. We've gotten messed up a little bit, and I'd very much like to save anyway. I think this game is neat. I definitely would have to go further to really say like whether or not the combat system is good or just serviceable. Because currently it just feels like it's just there. As opposed to, like Odin Sphere, for example. Very similar combat system in the end, but Odin Sphere actually felt like it had a lot of immediate depth and there was kind of a lot of fun ways to approach fights, kind of. I don't know, I like the combat system of Odin Sphere. And then also, like, Muramasa the Demon Blade was even better. I really got to give that game another shot. I do really like the 3D environments. I think it actually works really well and gives a sense of depth, and it works fine for a 2D platformer. Character animations are a little weird. She looks super determined. And music has been unremarkable, but nice. I don't know. This isn't really a review, but I always feel like I have to give my thoughts at the end. Either way, chances are most people watching this video have probably already made up their minds whether or not they like this by this point in the video. But overall, definitely seems like kind of a... If you're really interested in getting like deep in Eiyuden Chronicle, seeing as that seems to be one of those like upcoming big indie JRPGs that a lot of people might get really hooked on, I think it might be worth it for that, but I might also just kind of wait. I feel like there's other better JRPGs on my plate at the moment that I'm like, yeah, I should go back to that. But at the same time, there's a lot of charm here in a way that I could very much see people getting hooked on. So, with all of that said, if you guys like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new indie games every single day, then hit subscribe. I don't do a whole lot of JRPGs, but when they come out, check them out. But with that, I guess, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.